All right, where we starting it, man? Y'all talking about having y'all got some stuff to get off your chest, man. What we talking about, Chet? What we talking about? Yeah, we gonna rate it. We're gonna rate them after. What we talking about, y'all? Before I get off here, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired, bro. Usually I be drinking an energy drink. I didn't drink one today. I was gonna get off at 11, and I can't ever get off. Like I can't ever get off early. Like my short streams. My short streams be other people's long streams, bro. Like, bro, my short stream finna be 5 hours. That's my short stream. That's my short stream. Real shit. Been having a rough time with my mental lately, can't lie. What's been going on, bro? What's been going on, gang? I've been dealing with a massive hernia and blood clots in my leg for the past 2.5 years. Damn, brother. I hope you get that shit figured out, bro. I hope you get that shit figured out, brother. Nah, bro, like, chat, for the people that's saying, like, mental stuff and everything, bro, like, I'm the same way, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the same way, bro. You know, like, everybody goes through stuff, bro. That's just a part of life, bro. Like, the way I look at it, bro, like my output on it, like, bro, when you're having, like, bad mental days, when you're going through stuff, like, your head's just, it feels like it's foggy. You can only think about negative stuff, and you just can't see the positive, you know what I'm saying? Bro, the only thing I can say is, bro, tough times don't last forever, bro. And I know that sounds cliche. I know it does. I know that, well, that's easier said than done. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. You don't want to hear somebody say that shit. I get it. But it's the truth, bro. Tough times don't last forever. That tough time is gonna pass, man. And regardless of how you feel in the morning, that sun gonna shine. Whether you see it or not, it's still shining. The clouds might be blocking it, but it's still shining. And that's kind of the same. That's kind of the way you got to look at it, because, like, you'll have bad days, but you're still alive. That's the sun shining. You're still alive. You're still able to smile. You're still able to focus on the good things. You're just choosing to focus on the negative. You're choosing to focus on that cloud that's blocking your sunshine. Shine regardless. Shine through the cloud. Let people know you there. You know what I'm saying? And I know, like, you know, I know that, you know, some people don't want to hear that, bro. At times it's hard. You ain't trying to hear none of that, like, motivational shit. I'm not being motivational. I'm being real. You know, I'm just being real, bro. Like, bro, you don't have to focus on the negative shit. There's a negative and a positive to everything in life. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, there's a good and a bad, bro. Focus on the good, man. You woke up today. God woke you up today. You know what I'm saying? God woke you up today. I ain't been able to work because I feel like a failure, because I have a wife and kids to support, and they want to do the surgeon, my hernia, and they want to cut both my legs off, but I have kids to raise and provide for. I feel like if they take my legs, and there's no point in being a burden to my wife and kids, have to take care of me like that. I get it, brother, I get it because you're a man, bro. I get it. I get it because you're a man. You know what I'm saying? I get it. But eventually them blood clots gonna lead to other things. You would rather be here and be able to see your kids grow up. You would rather be here and be able to hug your wife, regardless of if you have your legs or not, regardless of any of the, you know what I'm saying? You would rather be able to see them, you know what I'm saying? Not just be there in spirit, be there. You know, God gonna call you when it's time to be called. But you can't, he put this battle on you for a reason. You know what I'm saying? He put you here for a reason. He put you in this moment for a reason. What that reasoning is, that's not for me to know. That's for you. But everything's going to be all right. And I'm not going to be the guy that just says that because it sounds good. Everything's going to be all right. Everything, bro. Everything is going to be okay. God gonna hopefully bless you with tomorrow. And if he does, you thank the Lord and you keep moving. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be all right. You're gonna be okay. I know it's not easy, bro. I know it's not. This is just another obstacle that God is putting your way, bro. God don't put nothing on you that you can't handle. God wouldn't give that tough battle to you if you wasn't a tough soldier. He knows what's on your heart. He knows that you ain't gonna stop fighting. So don't put no negativity. Don't put no negativity in your mind like that and put that out to the universe, because you put that out to the universe, well then shit. The universe is very rewarding. You will get what you put out. Put that negativity out and you gonna get negativity back. Just be blessed that you're here, bro. Be blessed that your wife's still with you. Your wife love you. Y'all got kids together. Focus on raising your kids. You know what I'm saying? Focus on the blessing that you have, bro. Don't focus on the negativities. We all got negativities. We all do. There's somebody that has a worse story than you. There's somebody that's going through it worse than you. You know? Everything gonna get better, bro. Everything gonna get better, bro. For real, bro. Like I'm not just saying that neither. Life's extremely hard not having anyone to turn to, and I feel like I'm failing my family. I've never had no one to turn to, bro. I've always had me. Of course, there's people there that you can talk to, you know what I'm saying? You might have your mom or whatever, but like, that's a whole nother conversation, you know what I'm saying? You could talk to your mom and everything, but that's a parent. You know, you ain't trying to, you know, make your parent worry. You ain't trying to, all of them things, bro. Like, I haven't had nobody to lean on either. I never had nobody to pick me up on my darkest days. I ain't had nobody be there with me. I ain't had nobody believe in my dreams, teach me how to do the shit. None of that shit. None of it. You know, you're not failing your family. You just at maybe a hard point in your life. You know, you might not be living up to your potential, but you're not failing your family. Failing your family would be not being there for your kids, not being there for your wife, not being there for your people. That's failing your family. You know what I'm saying? You're still here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You still here. You able to type that message to me. And by you typing that, I know you going through something. I get it, bro. Everything will be fine. Just, and I hate saying this because I used to hate people saying it to me. Time will tell, bro. Patience is everything. And I'm not a patient motherfucker. But what you're supposed to learn, God's showing you something. So what you're supposed to learn, if you grasp it, and some people go through things and don't grasp it, or go through things and give up. There's a lesson that you're supposed to be learning right now in this time. There's a lesson, bro. Like, just don't focus on the negative, man. It's gonna get hard, bro. It's gonna get hard. Life's gotta be hard, bro. I feel like I need to hear this. Twin got me in tears. Hey, man. Hey, y'all know I pray at the beginning of every stream. I pray at the beginning of every stream. And a lot of people don't know this. A lot of people don't know this because they don't watch the streams. They just see clips. I pray at the beginning of every stream and the end of every stream. If you're in my streams, you know that. The beginning and the end, every single time. Without God, I would not have none of this. And I didn't accept God in my life for a long time, bro. Until he was trying to send me signs, and people kept bringing up God, Jesus, God. And I was turning away from it, like, man, I'm so tired of hearing it. Until something had happened, and the only thing I could do was call on God. That shit just gave me chills. That's all I could do was call on God. I disowned him. I turned away from him all these times. And it comes down to it when I need something, when I'm down, and I turn to him. He was there. I know it sounds crazy, right? You might not be very religious. You might not, you know, you might not be at that point. But God's working. Even when you don't know it, God's working. And I can look back now in all the circumstances I've been in my life and all the negative times in my life. I can look back and know that God was there. So now I pray every single time. I'm getting chills saying this. Every single time I pray, especially off camera, when I'm having my off camera prayer, and even on camera, not only do I ask him at the beginning and end of every stream to allow me to touch just one person, just one, just allow me to touch just one person, to wake one person up maybe. But also I promise him, I say, God, if you let this happen, if you let me achieve my dream, if you let me get there, I will give you all the credit. I will give you all the, you will have all the credit. You will have everything. If you just let me get there, I will give you everything. Whether I'll give him credit whether I get there or not. But that's besides the point. I tell him, if he just gives me, if he just allows me to, it gives me the strength to be able to get there, I'll give him all the credit. And that's all, I'm not perfect. You alone bringing me closer to God, twin. Hey, that's good to hear, bro. Honestly, well, I'm glad. That's two people. I asked God to allow me to touch one. He gave me two. You know what I'm saying? I decided to cut that narcissistic parent out of my life. She's nothing but negative. I choose peace over her negative. Bro, I don't know who needs to hear this. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but you might need to. It don't matter who it is. If they're interrupting your peace, if they're ruining your peace, if they're causing you to stress, if they're causing you to, if they're distracting you from your goals, distracting you on what you're trying to do, ruining your energy, you know what I'm saying? All these things, you gotta cut them off. You gotta let them go. It don't matter if it's your parent, your grandma, your brother, your sister, your cousin, a relationship. It don't matter. You gotta choose you. You gotta choose you. And it might hurt at first. Hell, it might hurt their feelings. Fuck them. If they ruining your energy, if they distracting you, if they bringing you down instead of lifting you up, fuck them. Fuck them. You don't owe nobody an apology. You don't owe nobody shit. You don't owe nobody shit. You don't owe them nothing. You don't owe them an explanation. You don't owe them a hug. You don't owe them a kiss on the ass. You don't owe them shit. You do what's best for you. Fuck the opinions. Fuck everybody else. Fuck what they got to say. Who gives a shit? Because it's you that got to lay in that bed at the end of the day. It's you that got to make that motherfucker back up when you get out of it. It's you that got to pay them bills. It's you that got to breathe. It's you that, all these things, it's up to you. Fuck them. If they don't like it, fuck them. That's the word of the day. Fuck them. Fuck them. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? You know what I'm saying? You can't please everybody. You know? You can't please everybody, man. You can't please everybody. Everything, Jacob with that 10 biscuits, I appreciate you, bro. W10, man. W10, man. You can't please everybody, and you gotta be okay with that. And it's hard because you wanted that, man. Ooh. I've always been that person, right? I've always been that person, like my whole life. I got happiness from seeing other people happy. My whole entire life. I've always put other people's happiness over my own. Always. I smiled from seeing other people smile. That don't work forever. It don't. Especially when you get older. That shit don't work forever. Because eventually, when that room that's full of them people that you making smile, when that room gets empty, and it's just you, and it's you with your back against the wall, it's you at 4 a.m. in the shower crying. It's you that got to figure out how to pay that bill. It's you that got to figure out how to lift yourself up. All of these things, ain't nobody there. You can make people, you can be the best motivator to everybody. Who's there to motivate you? You are. You're there to do it for you. They're not, you are. All they're doing is doing different shit to distract themselves, whether drinking, smoking, going out, having 4 or 5 different boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever it is, anything they can do to distract themselves from what they going on, what they're really going through. It's up to you. Nobody's really there. You got to choose you. The day that you let go from all the bullshit is the day you grow. But until you hold on to the shit, until you hold on to it, you ain't gonna grow. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be a good person. Don't let a negative person change your heart. I done had a lot of people fuck me over, but it never changed me. And now who's prospering in the situation? Me. You know what I'm saying? I let all of that fuel me, you know? I come from less than 3,000 people, gang. I come from less than 3,000 people, gang. I had less than 3,000 people. I didn't have nobody there doing showing me what to do, showing me the ropes, showing me how to edit, showing me how to do music, showing me how to learning about finances, showing all of these. I didn't have that. Nothing. I had to make the dumb financial decision. I had to get my motherfucking heart broke. I had to fall in love with the hoe. Sometimes you gotta fall in love with the hoe. The hoe gonna teach you some shit. If you let it teach you, that shit gonna teach you. I ain't gonna lie. That motherfucker that come along and you don't know why you feel for him, but you feel for him, more than likely that's a lesson. It's just waiting to happen. Everybody done been there. Everybody done fell for a hoe. You done fell for a hoe. Don't lie. You done fell for a little eater. You know it. You know it. But that shit teaches you shit. That shit teaches you shit. You know what I'm saying? That shit teaches you shit. And Baby Slime, I appreciate that shit, bro. Make sure y'all follow on the Purple app. Make sure y'all follow on the Purple app, man. If you're on the TikTok. But that shit teaches you shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know this because I never talk about this. My one fish, two fish, sad bitch, I'm gonna get a new bitch. That video, that was my biggest video ever, right? That was my most viral moment, right? Everybody knows that video. That was one of the darkest times in my entire life. That was one of the darkest times that I had ever went through in my entire life. That moment right there, when that video started blowing up, I was going through the hardest time of my entire life. I lost 30 pounds. I didn't get out of bed for 2 weeks eating popsicles and smoothies, and I'm not going to elaborate on what happened because I just don't feel like talking about it. But that was the darkest time of my entire life. But in that time, I knew that I was being shown something. That video was going so crazy, hundreds of millions of views. But I was mentally checked out. I wasn't able to grasp what was really going on. I wasn't able to get it because of behind that video, I was going through real deal shit. Wasn't nobody there. Wasn't nobody there for me. I just had to deal with it. But that was the start of me being exactly where I'm at right now. That was the start of me having this conversation. And so you always got to see the good of the bad. You know what I'm saying? You got to see the good of the bad. You know, you got to, they go hand in hand. You can't have the good without having the bad. Because if you ain't have the bad, you couldn't appreciate the good. You know what I'm saying? They go together, and that's part of it. And I'm so thankful that I was able to go through the things that I had went through. And somebody's drinking right now. Somebody's smoking right now. Somebody's outside right now on the fucking swing set, in the car, in the fucking tub, in the shower. Somebody is going through something right now, and they just don't know what to do. I know. I've been there. I'm not trying to preach. I'm not trying to sound good for this fucking camera. I'm looking directly at you. Whoever that needs to feel this, I'm looking at you. I know it's hard. I know it. I know it is. It's hard for a reason, though. It's hard for a reason. And all them things that you using to drown it, the drinking, the telling yourself you just having a good time, you living life. No, you're not. No, you're not. You know you're not. Stop lying to yourself. You know you're not. You know you're not drinking to have fun. You drinking because there's something in your head that's making you want to drink. Whatever it is, you don't got to tell me. But I know it's something. The same reason that you just keep rolling that blunt and keep rolling and keep smoking. It's not because you just enjoy smoking. There's something behind that. I know it. I know it, bro. I can say all this because I know it. I know it. And it's okay, bro. It's something that you gotta go through. It's okay. It's okay. But I know you don't gotta lie to me. I know that you're going through something deeper than what you're showing. You're not just buying that bottle of alcohol to drink and have a good fucking time. You can't have fun sober. You have to buy a whole bottle of Don and hold it up on your head to have fun. You got to go in the club and listen to the same songs you could have listened to in the motherfucking car or in your room to just feel accepted, to just feel normal, for a distraction. Maybe you'll meet somebody in the club that gets you that gets you distracted. You can have a fun night. For what? You can't run from the problems, man. You can't run from them. I'm speaking to somebody. Bro, I'm speaking to somebody. Looks like I'm speaking to Zay. Seriously though, you can't run from them problems forever, bro. You can't. Them problems that's in your head, them things that you keep drinking, you keep popping the top on that bottle for, that you keep rolling to escape, that you keep going out to the clubs and surrounding yourself with these people that you don't really mess with for real, but you say you mess with, but you know that they done did fake shit, and you know right now what I'm talking about, that there's hella fake shit they done did that you let slide, because that's your homeboy, that's your homegirl, so you let it slide. All of these things, you can't run from them problems, bro. The longer you run, the worse it's gonna hurt when you face them. Eventually, you gotta hit rock bottom. You gotta sit there and take them punches. You gotta sit there and take them uppercuts back to back. You got to. That's the only way you gonna grow. You gotta look at you gotta look at the equation and the situation and choose you. And you gotta look at it and face the truth. Don't find supporting evidence to support the excuses, to support the habit that you're doing to get away from what you're trying to get away from. Just face the problem. You gonna learn so much about yourself in them darkest times. All that confusion you got about what you want to do with your life, or what you trying to be, or where you trying to go, or who you are. You gotta face it. You got to. Because the longer you take to face it, it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse until you eventually, you ain't got no choice but to face it. And that's when it's going to be the hardest moment of your life. It's going to be the hardest moment of your life. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying. I used to be strung out on weed and rocks 30s I was taking. And what did that do for you? What did that do for you? What did that do for you? People always I have people that dead ass have thought that or think that I'm a party pooper. I'm just not trying to have fun, or I'm against having fun because I don't drink. Because I don't like drinking. Because I don't for one, I don't need alcohol to have a good ass time. And when you drunk, you make nothing but bad ass decisions. Drinking ain't fucking fun. You wake up with a hangover. You buy some expensive ass alcohol. You hang around people more than likely that you ain't even really cool with for real. You fuck around and get drunk, get into a fight, get into a hard argument with your apparent closest friend, and now all the shit that you ain't telling each other, now you telling each other. You're going off on each other, saying how you really feel, because when you're drunk, you say your true feelings. You just don't give a fuck to say them. There ain't nothing holding you back. The fuck is you drinking for? When I was drinking, when I went through my drinking phase and was drinking a bottle of Crown every day, popping the box, putting the bag on my damn mirror in my car, that wasn't to look cool. That wasn't to just do it. I was going through shit. I drank a bottle of Crown straight for 2 weeks. When I got to that 2-week mark, I broke down. I broke down because I understood all of this as I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? I understood all of this. I'm having a drunk stream right now. You hurt my heart. No, you might need to hear this. You might need to hear this, bro. You might need to hear this. There's nothing wrong with drinking. There's nothing wrong at all with drinking, bro. There's nothing wrong with drinking. Like nothing. You know, just like in the Bible, right? And not to get real biblical, but it says, have a sober mind. That doesn't mean you can't drink. That doesn't mean that you can't drink. That doesn't mean that you can't smoke. It doesn't say that it's bad, but it says have a sober mind. If you get drunk and then you say fuck it, and then you say fuck it, and you go find this random six in the fucking club and blast their ass, right? If you were sober, you wouldn't have took that six to the fucking crib. You know you wouldn't have. But because you don't give a shit, you gonna take her back to the crib. You gonna put her in the Auntie Annie pretzel. You gonna do long strokes. I'm talking about you gonna try to straight drop dick. Just because you drunk. You know what I'm saying? And nothing, bruh. Nothing's wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Nothing's wrong. If that's what you want to do, bro, if you want to drink every motherfucking day, and that's what you want to do, hey, I'm not trying to tell you how to live your life. We're just having a long talk right now. I feel like I'm talking to somebody. Nothing's wrong with drinking, bro. It's just how you do it. You know? It's just how you do it. You ended your live on TikTok? No, it ended. It ended. You ain't got to ban him, CZ. You can just mute him. You can take that ban off. We're just having a real conversation, gang. And it ended. I didn't end it. But obviously y'all came here, so shit. You needed to be here anyway. You know? Bro. I talk to my stream. I talk to y'all. I talk to y'all more than I talk to anybody, man. I got to the point where I would try to save people. I would try to help people and tell them exactly what they was doing wrong. Being the real friend. I'm the real guy. Don't come to me with no bullshit. Don't ask me my opinion. I'm going to tell you exactly the 100% truth, and it's going to hurt. And you're going to get mad at me for it. Because it hurts. You're going to ask me a question, I'm going to tell you the real. And then you got to think about it and process it in your mind like, damn, he's right. You can't even say nothing. It's damn, he's right. So you're going to get mad at me because you can't say nothing. You know I'm right. But what I'm saying is the shit you don't want to face. You don't want to face the problem. So you're going to just be mad at me because you can't face the problem. Cool. I'll be the bad guy. Eventually, you got to sit there and realize that I was right. You got to realize that I was not lying. So whether it's today, tomorrow, next week, or next month, you going to realize I wasn't wrong. And it's going to all sit in. And all this shit that I told you or tried to help you with, it's going to sit in. I can't do nothing about it. I can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I would rather be my 100% myself, 100% me, and be disliked for it than be who I'm not and be liked for it. If you don't fuck with me for telling the truth, cool. Cool. You know? I love your content, respect you so much. I appreciate you, Icy. You're a real motherfucker, man. I'm just being me, bro. I'm not gonna fake somebody. I'm not gonna fake who I am to get on camera and so y'all like me. And so I fit into what the world is, the fucking what they think is the normal or the cool. You know, I'm to the point where my feelings are numb, but it's because you got hurt so many times and you're and when you get to the point that your feelings are numb, it's because you got hurt so many times or people disappointed you and you let that change who you were. Just because you get hurt, that don't mean you get numb. Fuck. My girl could leave me tomorrow. You don't think I'm gonna be hurt? Guess what? The sun gonna shine in the morning. That shit gonna shine bright. It might even shine brighter. I can sit around and cry about it for a little bit. And guess what's gonna happen? The sun gonna be shining while I'm crying. Life gotta go on. Life has to go on. Nothing stops. When you stop, you just hold yourself back. The world don't stop. This motherfucker's still going to work. This motherfucker's going to work. This motherfucker's going to work. This motherfucker's going to work. Everybody's life goes on. Everybody's. No matter how you feel, you gotta stay positive, man. I'm not trying to be the preacher. I just know that somebody needs somebody. And every time that I pray, whether it's to myself when I'm off camera or whether it's when I'm on camera, I know I always get a feeling, and I literally just got a feeling in my arm as I'm saying this. I know somebody needs to hear it. I could sit here and not talk about none of this like all the other streamers do. What they gonna do? They gonna sit here. They gonna grab their chapstick. They gonna grab their shit. They gonna go. You just gotta keep your head up, chat. Keep grinding. All right, chat. What we doing? They ain't finna have no talk like this. They finna. That content. I'm on stream. I want to make a little bit of money. I'm getting off. Am I right? What's your favorite entertainer? What's your favorite content creator do? He gets on that motherfucker. He does a little bit of content, gets right the fuck off. We've been having a real talk for 32 minutes at 1 in the morning. This isn't my first time doing this. You know? And I'm where I'm at because of God. I didn't get this tatted for no reason. This isn't tatted for no reason. Last week, at the start of the week, I was sitting here crying on fucking stream. Because I had got over 500 subs and hit my sub goal. I hit my sub goal and was sitting here crying on stream. And I almost didn't let no tears out because I knew it would get clipped and everything. I don't know. I just didn't want to. But it's like I couldn't hold them back, bro. And that same day, I was so tired I wasn't going to get on stream. Something told me to get on stream. And we get over 500 gifted in one stream. At one time. We never did that before. That night, my girl ended her stream getting 222 new followers. When all of that was happening, I looked at the clock and I seen 222. When I got off, I had a TikTok video that was sitting there talking about that same thing. And what was on the screen? 222. And what was they talking about? You had just gotten a blessing that you had been praying for, and it didn't make sense. And I just kept seeing it and kept seeing it. This isn't just something I just put on my arm. We looked up earlier. And we seen 333 viewers on the TikTok and on the Twitch. And then we look at the sub count, and what did the sub count say? What did the sub count say? 3333. Somebody sent me this picture earlier. Somebody sent me this picture. W sub, man. W sub. James, I appreciate that sub. Somebody sent me this picture earlier. Where is it at? And when we was in the tattoo stream, we've never got this high. Ever. We've never got this high viewers at one time. Ever. Never. Look, what that number say right there? What that number say right there? Jacob with that big 50 biscuit! Big 50 biscuit! W fucking gifted, bro. Jacob, you're a fucking goat, bro. You're a fucking goat, bro. Bro, Jacob, you a fucking goat, man. Big 50 biscuits, bro. This said, we touched 920 people this stream. Our previous record was 700. Then we touched 920. We go to 920. Right when we leave 920, we go from 920 right to 888, and it sat there. When I got off a stream, what did I see on my For You page? 888. When this picture was taken, right? We was talking. When this picture was taken, we was talking about angel numbers because somebody in my chat asked me what the numbers were. W sub, Zach, appreciate that prime. We was talking about angel numbers. I look over and I see 888. The past few days, I've done been seeing 333. I've seen 555s. 888 is you know what 888 is? 888 is a financial blessing. 888 is a financial blessing. That's what that stands for. So I know that Zay's watching right now. Zay doesn't have this on his screen, whether he realizes it or not. Zay doesn't have this on his screen for no reason. And the people in his chat and the people in my chat, you're not hearing this for no reason. Whether you take it in or not, whether you take it in or not, is up to you. Whether you comprehend it and get the message that whatever the message is that's supposed to be in this whole conversation we're having, whatever it is, you're supposed to hear this. You were ironically brought to hear this long talk at 1 a.m. for a reason. I don't know what it is you're going through. I don't know who passed away. I don't know who lost a relationship. I don't know who is grieving over a past loved one. I don't know who's dealing with addiction. I don't know who's dealing with eviction. I don't know who's dealing with financial issues. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. I don't know. There's a reason that's bigger than me on why I'm saying this. That shit make me want to cry, boy. Let me get a drink of water, boy. There's a bigger reason. Maybe the reason that Zay is watching this and is drinking is because that liquor company was started by his dad and he wants the liquor company to grow. I don't know what it is. Maybe somebody in here was in a relationship that they didn't see themselves without. They didn't see themselves without that person. Y'all just broke up, didn't you? That was stripped away from you for a reason. Because you would learn more with it being stripped away from you than you would if you kept it. Somebody in here is fighting addiction and is trying to stop, but they're just struggling. You're down on that last one. And Trent, guess how many views Trinity has right now? Guess how many views Trent has right now? Guess how many views Trent has right now? Take a guess. 2, 2, 2. I don't know. I don't know who needs to hear it. I don't know who needs to hear it. I don't know who I'm speaking to. Fix the goal? Okay, I got you. Hold on. I don't know who needs. I ain't been worried about the goal. There's something bigger. There's something bigger than this goal that's being talked about right now. I fixed it. I don't know what it is. God is amazing. God is great. God is the reason that I'm here. There are people. Luckily, I love each and every person that's watching. As I said that, it was 111. As I said that, it was 111. As I said that. And guess what? As I said it was 111, what did Zay text me? What did Zay just text me? What did Zay just text me? He went to pee and looked at his phone. He went to pee and looked at his phone. And it was 111. Hunter, I appreciate that 2 fucking gifted, man. Appreciate that 2 gifted. And you got to play the lottery, bro. I did. I didn't have great luck with it. But I've played it before. Maybe I'll have to give it another try. Y'all, there's CTS. I appreciate you with that 3 months in advance, man. There is so many people going through so many different things right now. You know, things that I don't know, things that pop up on my head, and sometimes I don't say because motherfuckers might think I'm crazy for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I have 350 people or whatever in here right now, right? I have 3,400 subscribers, y'all. There's people right now, right? There's people right now that average thousands of viewers and don't even have this many subscribers. If I go right now, right? I'm looking at a big streamer right now, right? I'm not saying no name, right? I'm looking at a big streamer right now that has 3,100 subscribers. I have 300 and something people in here right now. I'm doing no collabs. I'm having a real talk at 1 in the morning. You don't see nobody else on the reason why I am where I am. I've streamed over 200 hours this month. Nobody's done anything for me. You just see me. We have 3,400 because it's me. I'm not out here collabing with all these big ass motherfuckers that have millions of dollars and riding in Lamborghinis and getting this celebrity, this celebrity, this celebrity, this celebrity. You see me for me. I'm just sitting here. I'm just sitting here. No fakeness. No trying to be cool. I wear white tees and black tees every day. You know? This is just I'm here I'm here cause of God, bro. That's all I can say, bro. There's I know that, you know, when I started everything, bro, when I started this whole journey, I remember somebody asked me, I've got asked this question a lot, but somebody asked me when I first started, like when I was young as shit, why I started and what was my goal, right? And I was young as shit. I started at 12. So I knew that I started for a reason. A 12-year-old don't steal his parents' phone and go into his closet and put Apple headphones in and do voiceovers over 2K videos. A 12-year-old don't watch vlogs and look at it trying to figure out how they're editing, how they're talking to the camera, how they're interacting, a 12-year-old don't do that. I'm here for a reason, and it didn't make sense. It never made sense, but now it makes sense. The purpose is bigger than me, but I had to go through all of that, all of the time questioning God, questioning myself, questioning who I was, having friends that are going out and 10, 15 different females and doing all these things. And there was a point in time I was like that too. But there was always a voice in the back of my head knowing that I shouldn't be doing what I was doing. Always. I knew I was holding myself back. I knew it. But I didn't know how to face the problem. I didn't know how to, I fell victim into worldly things. I fell victim into worldly things because that's what's normalized. Worldly things is going out to the club and having a drink and doing all these things. That's the fun shit, you know? Doing all that shit's fun. Doing all that shit's fun. All the shit that's taking your money, not making you money. All the shit that's making you sad, not glad. You know, being depressed Monday through Friday, but Friday, them clubs open and them bitches got a line. Them bitches packed out. And you gonna be in that line. That's fun. I can't wait till the weekend to go to the club. I fell victim to all them worldly things, man. I fell victim to that. You gotta protect your energy, man. You got to. And you can't run from them hard times, bro. You can't. Look, man, let me do it. Maybe somebody looking away right now. I just need to take a little lap. So let me just walk around because somebody gotta hear this. I don't know who it is. I ain't trying to preach, but somebody gotta hear it. Life hard right now for a reason. You grieving for a reason. You struggling for a reason. In whatever aspect that is. Like I said earlier, whether it's the passing of a loved one, losing a relationship, an addiction, whatever, all the plenty of fucking struggles you could be having. You're here for a reason. That torch that was passed to you, that thing that was passed to you, that conversation that you remember out of all the conversations you had with that person, that one sticks in your head for a reason. That talk, that goal, that aspiration, it's there for a reason. All them things that you ain't told nobody, but you stay up late thinking about and don't nobody know, it's for a reason. I'm looking directly in the camera. I ain't looking away. Somebody's feeling it. It's for a reason. Remember that. Don't drown yourself in drinking. Don't drown yourself in the alcohol. Don't drown yourself in all these things because that ain't gonna help you. Have a good time. Get a little drink. Smoke a little something. Because you want to, not to drown something. Because at the end of the day, that problem ain't going nowhere. And for the people that are grieving with the loss of a loved one or whatever it is, you owe that to them. What about that conversation y'all had? What about that dream you told them? What about that dream y'all shared? What about them things that y'all stayed up late talking about? What about that career that you didn't know how you was going to do it, but man, it's just, you done been thinking about it for so long and you don't know why you're thinking about it, but you've been thinking about it. You don't know how to do it. You don't know how, if it would be possible, which anything's possible. You just don't know. What about that? I got a lot of young people in here that might look up to me or just I might be speaking to them. There's no certain age limit to start. But you can get ahead. You don't have to be a certain age to start. It all starts right here. Everything starts right here. Every dream, every disagreement, every argument, it all starts right here. You owe it. You owe it to you, bro. You owe it to you. I don't know who I'm speaking to. I don't know. I'm 25, you speaking to me. Whoever it is. Whoever it is. That's the problem. I overthink too much. Overthinking ain't gonna change shit. Overthinking ain't gonna change nothing. I don't know who needs to hear this right now, but overthinking ain't gonna change shit. No matter how much extra thought you put into it, it ain't gonna change nothing. It ain't finna positively affect you. That's for damn sure. Overthinking ain't gonna do shit positive for you. Nothing. That's only gonna make you not do what you supposed to do. It ain't gonna do nothing. Overthinking on if that girl or that dude gonna cheat on you, bitch, you ain't supposed to be with them no way. If you gotta think about that, fuck you with them for. If you gotta overthink about your next move and shit, and you gotta make the list and check it twice and read over it 2 more times, you probably ain't supposed to be doing what the fuck you thinking about. There's a reason. There's a reason why you. There's a reason why you thinking that much. You got to know when it's overthinking, because it's that force field getting in front of what you're supposed to be doing and what you're not supposed to be doing. You know, you gotta be able to tell the two. But overthinking's never a good thing. Ever. It ain't gonna do nothing positive. I used to be that overthinker, man. I sat there and second guessed everything, and I had the shit. I had the followers, the views, I had everything I needed. Everything. And I still overthought shit. That don't do nothing for you, bro. Nothing. Fuck the overthinking. Whatever you're overthinking about, do it. Don't think about it, just do it. And as soon as you do it, you're going to be like, damn. And you're going to break that cycle. You're going to break that cycle. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is you're overthinking about. You can do it, man. Whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know none of y'all. I don't know none of y'all outside of this, but y'all are hearing this for a reason, bro. Y'all are hearing this for a reason. Zay, I got your stream pulled up. Zay, I got your stream pulled up. And the reason you're looking over, and you see that number is for a reason. This isn't, you were just sitting here. I clicked on your, it's funny that I'm having this conversation. It's funny that I'm having this conversation. And I randomly clicked on your stream because somebody said click on it, right? This is crazy. I'm finna sound crazy. Somebody came in my shit and said click on your stream. They said click on your stream. And you had a shot glass in your hand. And you had that liquor in your hand, and you was doing just like this, and you was looking at the bottle like this. And I clicked off. Not because you had the drink in your hand, but I clicked off. Ironically, we're now having this conversation. You're watching. And I said something a second ago that hit you real deep. Happened to be about the liquor, and you know the story behind the liquor. You know the story behind that. There's a reason. There's a reason I'm having this conversation, and you was looking at that liquor like this. You could see the emblem plain as day. Don't let that go over your head. Don't let that go over your head. Man, you can do anything you want to. And I'm gonna end it on this before we pray. And then we're gonna raid somebody, we're gonna bless somebody. Before we end, I'm gonna go ahead and speak this into an existence. Last time I said something like this, 2 hours later it happened. 2 hours later it happened. We got 500 gifted. Damn, I just got like chills over my body. I told this is because of God. My goal this month was 2,500 subs. We've almost passed that. We've almost passed that by 1,000. The universe is very rewarding. So is God. But the universe is very rewarding. What you put into it, you will get out of it. Next month, my goal will be 5,000 subs. By the grace of God and with determination, we will hit that. We're doubling it each month. Until we do 10K, we're doubling it. Hell, we might not even stop at 10K. 2,500 this month. 5K in February. And 10K in March. It sounds crazy. But after this month, it don't seem too fucking crazy. It don't seem too fucking unreal after this month. There was a reason I was sitting there crying on stream and I told everybody, I feel something good's coming. I know something good coming. Not only for me, for y'all, but I feel it. Every word you said been for real. I'm glad y'all realized that. We're gonna do 2,500, 5K, and 10,000. The other day, after I had that good ass day and I was crying, and I told y'all Trin ended her stream with 222 new followers. She had said congrats on the subs or whatever. We were in the kitchen. And I was walking back up the stairs and she said, I don't know, I just can't get past a certain amount. I just can't get past a certain amount. And I looked at her and I smiled and I kept walking up the stairs and I said, it's coming. God's got it. God's got it. Guess how many subs she ended with that night? She had 277 gifted on that night. Come on now. She had 277 gifted that night. She's never even got close to that amount. Ain't that crazy? Y'all, God is real. Whatever you put in your mind, you can do it. Whatever it is. No matter how big, no matter how small, boy, this shit got me tearing up. You can do anything. Anything. Nobody believed in me. Of course, my mama would have been like, oh, congrats, whatever. Nobody believed in me. No friends, no teachers, no none of my peers, nothing. They was watching. They was watching. They might text you, be like, hey, brother, congrats. You know when it's a real congrats and when it's a what you're supposed to say congrats. You can tell the difference. You can tell the difference. Never put limitations on yourself, ever. My senior quote in school, and before we pray, this is what I'm going to say. So I know people needed to hear this. My senior quote in school was, instead of following a path others have already paved, pave a path for others to follow. What am I doing right now? I didn't see myself sitting right here 3 months ago. All I was doing was going on stream smoking. That's all I did. Turn my stream on and smoke. That's it. That's all I did, was turn my stream on and smoke. You can do it, y'all. You can do it. And I just told y'all, I just put into the universe what the fuck we're gonna do within the next 2 months. So remember them numbers I told y'all. Remember them numbers. And I wasn't even going to, this conversation wasn't even supposed to be this long. It was this long for a reason. It's time to pray, man. God, I come to you in Jesus' name, Lord. I thank you for the blessing of today. I thank you for giving me the strength and the ability to even be here. I thank you for putting all this stuff on my heart to even say this and touch at least one person like I asked you to give me the ability to do each and every stream. Just one person. I have a feeling that I touched plenty of people, but I don't think that was me touching them. I think that was you. I think that I was just the person that was delivering the message. I was just the person that could maybe make it more relatable, maybe make them feel it more. But I know that that was you. I ask that you wrap your arms around everybody that's seeing this, be with everybody that's watching this, and for them to realize that you do not make mistakes. Wherever that they're at in their life right now is for a reason. Whether it's a good position or a bad position, they're there for a reason, and there's things that they have to learn. There's things that they have to find out that they might not have found out yet. Or there might be things that they was supposed to get and they might just now be getting them. Lord, you do not make mistakes. We are exactly where we are at for reasons, and I hope that people that might have been leaning on their own understanding before this live will lean on you instead of their own understanding, because if we lean on ours, well, we don't know we don't always have the best judgment. So I ask that you just put your hands over everybody, Lord, and just cover us in your blood and keep us away from the negativity, the negative energy, the negative spirits, the negative things, the negative thinking that might stop us from getting to where we want to go, from being the person that we want to be, from accomplishing the things that we want to accomplish. Lord, I ask that everybody seeing this just puts it in your hands and leaves it to you, and gives it to you to handle. Just gives everything over to you, Lord, because you do not make mistakes, and they will be exactly where they want to be, how they want to be, and really 10 times bigger than, or in a better position than they want to be, and than they could even imagine, Lord. Because you, with you, everything comes true. There's just things that we have to go through first. You were there for me, and as well as everybody watching, even when they neglected you, when they turned their back on you, when they talked badly about you, all of that, you were still there, and they might not even realize it. I know I didn't. Lord, I ask that you just give me the blessings that keep going, the strength, the patience, the grace, the whatever, everything to be able to keep going, and make this happen, and to show people that it is possible, and to show people that you don't have to be somebody that you're not to make it. You don't have to fake something to get to where you want to be, and with you anything is possible. And I promise that when I continue to grow and glow, that you will receive all the credit, Lord. I ask that you give somebody a sign tonight. Maybe when this is off, when they lay down, or maybe in the morning, or over the weekend, that you give somebody a sign, and that just validates everything from tonight, as I know you will. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. God, thank you. I know I touched somebody, man. I know I touched somebody. I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. God is good. God is real. God is real. God is real, man. I love y'all, man. I'm going to see y'all. Hey, 333. Hey, 333. 331 now, but 333. Don't forget that. So when you open your TikTok in a little bit and you see a weird video and you can't breathe, you're like, what the? Just know, I just told him to give you a sign. I just told him. I just told him to give you a sign. Now, this person has been grinding. This person is this person I know is this person I know is going through something that they aren't talking about. Something's telling me Something's telling me to raid this person. Something's telling me to raid this person instead of the person I was gonna raid. I don't know why. 333. Y'all are commenting it right now. 333. Go over there, y'all. Everybody join the raid. Everybody join the raid. Everybody join the raid. Everybody join the raid, man. Join the raid. 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 Everybody join the raid. Go over there, man. Share the blessings, man. God is good. God is amazing. I love y'all, chat. I'ma see y'all. I love y'all, man.